Come on. Come on, come on. I ain't gonna go bankrupt for no reason. Ah, come on. Oh, hey. Didn't see you there. Welcome back. I'm Victor. And today we're talking about gambling. Pokemon gambling. Opening packs versus buying singles. I love gambling as much as the next guy. As a matter of fact, I don't stop because I know I'm gonna win big. And here's a little fun fact for you. 99% of gamblers quit right before they're about to win big. But not me. I don't quit. I never quit. Jokes aside, today we're talking about gambling in Pokemon. Pokemon cards, because I know there's gambling in the games too, but they took it out, unfortunately. Now trust me when I say, I know how fun it is to open packs, and how exciting it is. You don't know what you're gonna get. Every time you're like, I'm gonna win big, baby. But sometimes, it's not even worth it to be spending crazy amounts on sealed product when you're probably not gonna get the card you want. Especially when the card that you want isn't even all that expensive of a card. You have spent more money on sealed product than the actual card value itself.
Wow. Well, let's just give me a second. Let me process that.
And I'm not hating. I've been there. Lord knows I've been there. With the Crown Zenith, Raikou, Friends in Sinnoh, countless other cards where I'm just ripping them and I'm like, it's gonna be in this one, and then you get another B. And disappointment. And a hurt wallet. So, I'm trying to say that maybe, just maybe, to cut back on the card spending, and consider purchasing the card you want on its own.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to sound like a hypocrite. I'm not saying, oh, just spend your money on singles, like the packs, the cards that you want instead of packs. Lord knows I ain't, innocent either. Just pick this bad boy up and this bad boy up from my local game store. God bless them for making one per person, I swear. I never thought I was gonna see this. Stick around to the end of the video. I'm gonna be ripping this one open. And for future video, or maybe it's already passed, but boom baby, Heat Wave Arena, because I know I'm not gonna see Destined Rivals.
This is the worst!
It's not gonna happen. So, next best thing. Is it really worth it to be spending on X amount of dollars on sealed stuff when you can just spend the $20 for the card that you want? I'm just saying, it's an option to consider. That's something, that I think you should be considering in today's market, especially how scarce product is. Like, it's so hard to find anything. I went to Target and a couple of other stores, and when I asked about Pokemon cards, they were like, you know what, you're the 5th person today to ask if we had any cards. I was like, do you have any cards? And they're like, no. I'm like, ugh. Sometimes the card you want doesn't even add to the value of the price that you're paying, especially today, since some of you are buying over MSRP, which you shouldn't be. Bulk scalpers, don't buy from them. Everything would be fine if you don't buy for them. Nah, but there's market manipulation, MJ Holdings, real life Team Rocket stuff, so it's okay. Either way, I'm just saying, some illustration rares, some of the cool cards, some of the, I don't know the names, SIRs, IRs, VR, IED, I don't know. Some of them are actually not that expensive and pretty cheap because people be sleeping on them. I'm just saying, if your chase card is less than $30, save yourself the heartbreak and the money and just buy the card that you want. Trust me, I learned that the hard way by just ripping packs, looking for that Arceus or Arceus, whatever you want to call it. Arceus V from Brilliant Stars, the one where he's looking over Sinnoh. I've opened countless packs and wasted so much money trying to find that card that I just ended up buying it on itself, and it saved me so much money, especially since, like I said, prices have gone up and it's not coming down anytime soon. Hopefully I'm wrong. And trust me, no, I get the thrill of opening packs. It's fun. It's gambling. It's fun. That's what it's meant to be fun. But it's not fun is looking at your account after and being like, ooh, damn, I spent that much. And you didn't even get the card that you wanted. You got Glub Shido VMAX instead of Glaceon V. Just to show you an example, at the time, these cards were pretty cheap. I'm not sure how much they are now. I'll put it up on the screen now so you can see, but these are some cards that I got that I just ended up buying singles because, you know, I couldn't pull it. I just didn't want to keep spending money on packs, gambling. But look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Entei V, Raikou V, Elisa's Sparkle. Those were all cheap at the time. Torterra, I just got this card for like $1, $2. Like, you know, I didn't have to buy sealed product at fucking bazooka MSRP. I mean, market value, whatever. And I had to drop so much money looking for that card. I just looked it up and I was like, wow, it's incredibly cheap. I'm just gonna buy it itself. But I know, I get it. Opening packs is fun. I'm not gonna fault you for that. It's fun. But to save you heartache and money, I think you should consider, you know, just buying the card itself, buying singles. It's a tough pill to swallow. But yeah, check it out. Raikou V, baby. Don't fight me on it. He's the best legendary beast. Yep. Electric dog. Or cat? Saber-toothed cat. He's got a saber-toothed tiger. Whatever. I'm getting distracted. Normally, when it comes to collecting Pokemon cards, you can go two ways about it. You could gamble. Sweet gambling. Ooh, the thrill of it. And, you know, rip sealed product until you get the card that you want. Or you could just go ahead and save yourself the heartache and wallet pain and just buy the card that you want, or multiple cards that you want. It's real simple. I get it if the card that you want is expensive. You know, sometimes it is worthwhile to just open packs because it's cheaper. But it's a gamble. It's a gamble, you know. But sometimes you don't want to, like, you know, go overboard and spend more on sealed product than what the card is worth than to just buy the card itself. Over time, you know, you might be spending like $500 and the card is only worth $300. You know, that's where it's like, it's not worth it, you know, but that's for you to decide. I'm just saying, you know, sometimes your favorite card isn't worth $300. It'll be worth $20, $30, maybe even less, maybe even like $2. You'd be surprised. And it's just simpler to just buy it, you know, buy it by itself instead of buying so much sealed product. And usually anybody who's new to card collecting, I usually recommend these 4 pros to just buying single cards. It's cost efficient, which is, you know, cheaper than sometimes like sealed products. And you don't like play around, you know, you don't waste your money on something you don't want. You're getting what you want. And like I said, it's a guarantee to get what you want. And it gives you better control over your collection. You know, you want to pull a Magikarp card because you're only collecting Magikarps. Don't go and waste $100 on sealed product just to not get it. I'm using Magikarp as a placeholder. I could use like Garchomp or whatever. Just buy the Magikarp, guarantee that you have it, and then open for fun at a budget, to your budget. You know, everyone's different. Everyone's budget is different. I'm balling on a budget. Some people ball like money isn't an option, like money isn't a problem. However, there are cons to buying singles, and you have to be careful. You can't just be no silly billy about it, you know. There are some cons. The obvious one is it's less fun to buy singles, to buy the card that you want. It's less fun, I'm aware. But it is cost efficient. Anyways, it is less fun. It is, you know, you're not gambling, you're not ooh, the excitement, you know, I completely get it. And I love gambling, and I still buy sealed product. But I have a budget. The next con is overpaying. You know, you really want to know how much the card is worth and to know if you're getting a good deal or you're getting ripped off. Normally, you should use TCG Player. Looking up on the actual website, you can buy it from them. It's pretty secure. Bought from cards from them several times, and I completely trust them. You know, just look at the seller rating and like seller feedback and all that stuff. You know, you got to do your due diligence, especially on eBay, Mercari, whatever other auctioning or whatever site you use. You know, there's a lot of counterfeits. You have to know, you know, the qualities of the real card versus the fake card. You know, you don't want to get hustled. At least when you buy sealed product, you know it's all real. But you have to make sure not to get hustled. Get the fake shit. The third con about buying singles is the quality of the card. You know, when you buy sealed product, like you said, you know it's going to be real and you know it's going to be in mint condition because it's sealed. However, with, you know, buying singles used, somebody ripped it and they got it, you know, they didn't want it, so they sold it. The condition might not always be there. That's one of the big cons. You know, you get fucking Glup Shit OV Max and it's all bent, or the corner is chipped, or the back looks like shit, you know. You gotta be careful with that kind of thing, you know. Like I said, do your due diligence, look through the images, make sure what you're buying is real and in the condition that it's promised. I guess to summarize what I'm saying is to, you know, if you're looking for a specific card to complete your collection, there's no point in buying tons and tons of sealed product, paying way more than the card costs to complete your collection. Or if there's just one card you want, you know, like Journey Together, Ends, Zerora, if you want that card, I think you're better off buying the single because, one, there's no product to be found, and two, you could be buying product which is at a higher price and you might not get it, especially since it's hard to get. There's a whole lot of issues with that. Sometimes you might just save yourself the heartache, headache, wallet ache, and just buy the card itself, you know. But I do get it if it is fun, you're just new to the hobby, you don't really care, you just want to have a good time, go ahead and open sealed product. That is the most fun, you know, the max amount of fun. And if you just want to grow your collection, it is a great way to grow your collection. But like I said, if there's a specific card that you want, I think you're better off buying the single to guarantee it. Any conclusion? Buy singles if you're trying to complete a collection, or you just want the card out of the set. Buy sealed if you're new to the game and you just want to expand your collection, or you just don't care what you get and you love to gamble. And fuck scalpers, do not pay over anything over MSRP. And let's go gamble now. It's time to gamble. Apologies if the audio is kind of doo-doo. I'm working with a new mic. I have no idea what it sounds like. If it sounds like shit, I'm sorry. Anyways, Journey Together. You're gonna be seeing another screen too, but bam, Journey Together. Get my ugly face out of that. Yeah. I really didn't think I'd see this set in person. Shout out to Game Ogre in Westlake. If you are out there and you need cards, they're the ones to go. My trusty Batarang. And let's tear this bad boy open. Yeah. Yeah. I went to I actually did manage to get some Journey Together before this. That same store was hosting what was it called? Pre-release. And that was my first pre-release. It was pretty fun. You know, like playing the actual TCG game. I've never played it before until then. It's pretty fun. Pretty self-explanatory. Nowhere near as hard as I thought it was going to be. Or it is a little complicated. It was like very casual, you know, so it was very fun. I recommend you go to one. Good way to get like early stuff. Anyways, we got a booster bundle. 6 packs. I love to gamble. Woo! Look at that. Ooh, yeah. You ain't got this motion. Hopefully you do. 6 packs. Let's see. We got 2 with Hop, 2 with Lily, I think, Iono, and N. We're gonna save the N one for the end. We're gonna open these two for the end. That doesn't matter. That's just a preference thing. But let's see. I have no idea what's in this set. The only thing that I did get was a Swinub, the Swinub, and Volcanion, like the full art one. But apart from that, I don't really know what else is in this set. So we got a basic energy, Purloin, Cave Woman, Fly, Petlil, Weezing, Ruffian, Chichang. Oh, there you go. There's the pre-evolution. Clink, Ends Clink, and Ludicolo. There was one card on here that was like, I did open some packs with my girlfriend, and one of the trainer cards is called Ends PP Up, and we were like, what the hell? Okay, I did not need to know that. Stupid ass card. Let's see. See if we can get some. See if we can get something big to back up all my gambling trash talk. Fire Basic, Metapod, Black Belt Training, Voltorb, Oricorio, Sandaconda, Elephant, Ends Castle. That's kind of cool. Paris, Mar Cactus, and ooh, nice. Veluza, I think. Velvuza, Lollapalooza. Big Fish. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Let's just set that to the side. I like to keep them back in the little packaging to keep it nice and organized. Alright, let's open up another one. I think I did actually, I'm lying to you guys. I did see one card that's on here. I think it's Ends Zorora or Reshiram. The Reshiram might actually be a promo for the booster box. I've been seeing that around. Can't confirm, I don't have a booster box. Hooper, Impidimp, Whalmer. I love that picture of Whalmer as Thanos. It's my homie's profile picture for his contact. Mr. Mime, Lombre, and Hollow Metagross. Not even mad because Metagross is cool as fuck. I feel like he's an underrated pseudo legendary. Down to the last three. Let's see if we are up at all. This thing cost me like 30, 35? 35 to 40, I can't remember. Trying to cover the barcode so that I know the barcode is like a really easy way for someone to get all of them. We got a basic energy, Tadbulb, Cramorant, Florgato, Rookie D, Corviknight. Ooh, that's kind of a cool Corviknight. Bennett. Oh, that's a creepy ass Bennett. Pangoro, Ends Reshiram, and Cramorant. Oh wait, there's one more. This thing. Clink's girlfriend. Macarena? Macarena? I don't even know how to say that. Damn. Let's go with Iono's Bellybolt. Come on. We're gonna pull something big. I know we are, because I love to gamble, and I know that I'm close. Basic Fire Energy. Clink, Nimble, Larvitar, Remoraid, Grimmsnarl. There it is. Ends PP Up. Man, who thought of this shit? Who thought of this shit? Ends PP Up. Didn't need to know that. Pelipper, Furret, Noivern. There is a really cool Noibat I want. Whoa! Whoa, that's crazy. Wait, we got it out of this pack. What the hell? That's so cool. Okay. See, this is the joy of opening sealed product. Because, look at this. Look at that. Actually, I'm going to show it on this camera. Look at that. Ooh, nice. We are up, baby. Hell yeah. I fucking love gambling, baby. Last pack. Let's see if we can get some of that last pack magic everybody says about. Code for y'all. I don't really use them. Let's see, we got a Grass Energy, Cubone, Lechonk, Joltik, Larvesta, Iono's Electrode, Topps bag. Ends Clink Clang, Delmise, Lavencia, and a Hollow Noivern. Well, they can't be all winners. Check them out. Bam! Started off pretty weak and ended pretty strong. Iono's Belly Bolt EX. That's a sick card. I really like these new style of, like, I don't even know what to call this card. What is it? A illustration? I don't know if this is an illustration rare, but it just says illustration. That is cool as hell. Cool as hell. Look at that. Bam. I actually really like Belly Bolt too. Well, that concludes this video. Hopefully you guys stayed around for the pack opening and enjoyed my little rant about buying product sealed versus buying packs. Buying sealed product versus just buying the card that you want. You know, like I just showed you, the joy is in opening Pokemon cards, but there's a point where you're like, all right, I can't anymore, and you just buy a single card, and there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Anyways, have a good one. Peace.